Welcome everyone to this segment of GiveSI. We're so happy today to have Ed with us from 724 Ministries. So Ed, I always start off just by thanking everyone for all the work you do in the community.
You're welcome.
People often know lots of good things are happening in our community and around us, but don't understand the depth of the work and the amount of time volunteers put into helping so many people. So why don't you just start off by just talking to us and telling us, what does your ministry do? Who do you serve?
Okay, well, first of all, my name's Ed O'Donnell. I'm the executive director of 724 Ministries, which is a not-for-profit corporation in Illinois, registered with the with the Internal Revenue Service under 501c3, so all of your donations are tax deductible.
Yes.
We began in operations several years ago to create a facility to serve community meals, free community meals to people in need in Murfreesboro or anyone who comes. We have a number of folks who join us from around the area. Most of the folks, though, are from Murfreesboro.
Okay. And where exactly in Murfreesboro is your facility located?
We're in an old historic house that's hard to miss, right on the main street, Walnut Street in Murfreesboro, 724 Walnut. It's next to the car wash and across the street from Plaza Tire. But it's right in the middle of the community, the area where the community that we serve tends to live.
You know, I love being from a rural area because we just tell people what something's by.
That's right.
We don't know names of streets or directions. We're just like, it's by
It's
something.
by the church or the grocery store. Here we are, yeah.
We got that. So, Ed, tell me about, like, how did this ministry get started? What was the reason behind it, and sort of who came together to make this happen?
A few years back, who had a heart for outreach, bought this old house right in the middle of town and renovated it into a facility to serve community meals. They wanted to be able to serve free meals to people, to not only just to feed them, but to give them a chance to come together and help the community to unite with different folks in the community. That was their aspiration. So they renovated the building, put a commercial kitchen in it. They have a dining area in there that seats 50 people. When they got done with the renovations, they leased it, they formed and then leased it to this not-for-profit corporation to manage it, so you could manage it with charitable donations. And they started serving food. We started serving food. I've been with them from the get-go in January of 22, so we're just about done with 4 years.
Okay, so right after COVID, then this comes into fruition. So tell me, how many meals a week do you serve? Do you provide meals daily? What time? Like, if someone needs that service, how would they know how to get to you and when they can come?
We serve a meal from 4 to 6 p.m. every Sunday. Right now, we'd like to expand that. We're getting close to a position to do that. But from 4 to 6, we'll serve a meal to anybody who wants to come. We serve an average of a little over 100 people a week. They come in, they're greeted by, we want to create an experience that would be akin to Sunday dinner at Grandma's, where there's hospitality, it's comfortable, you can have all the second helpings you want. And a lot of folks need that. We get a lot of folks that come in with their kids and come in and eat as a family, and just a whole variety of folks. But we serve these people every Sunday. They walk in the front door, they're greeted by a host or hostess. They're seated by a maitre d' like they would at a restaurant.
Nice.
They sit at the table. They're served at the table by our volunteers. They eat on china with real glasses and real silverware. And you know, it's not terribly fancy, but the building is all, the couple that bought it really decorated it up nice in a Victorian style. We wanted to create an experience where our guests felt valued and respected, and that gave our volunteers an opportunity to serve folks they don't normally mix with in an environment that's comfortable and well organized.
So it's there for families, it's there for individuals, it's there for whoever comes.
Whoever wants to come, yeah. And we get 9 of 10 of our guests live on incomes under the federal poverty level. 1 in 3, almost 1 in 3, are members of our minority community in Murfreesboro, and 1 in 4 are under the age of 18. So we have a number of folks that come in with their children. We have several groups of children from that neighborhood that starts with about a 12-year-old and then stair steps down. There's one group of 6 of them that come in very regularly by themselves, no parents, and that's fine. So you get a wide variety of folks. A lot of folks in that income category live in Murfreesboro. They probably aren't technically homeless, but a lot of them we've gotten to know the community, move around from place to place and sleep on each other's couch. And so they're, it's a wide mix. We don't get very many people in that meal that you would think of as typically homeless who live somewhere out. But so we serve a community. There are a number of folks who are not, that are above that level, the 1 in 10, and they come in on a regular basis, I think, because they want to be part of that experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So the funds that you are trying to raise during the GiveSI campaign, what's your funding goal? And then what are you hoping to do with those funds?
We have, our annual budget is about $100,000. $50,000 of that, almost exactly that, goes to cover the cost of doing a meal every Sunday for 100 people with seconds. And the other half goes to covering the cost of the building and which is the cheap rent. The couple leases that building to the not-for-profit for the amount of their property taxes, and they've donated all the rest of it, but insurance, and as you can imagine, utilities, maintenance, things like that. So we're putting the funds that we raise go into the general fund to help cover that $100,000 nut every year.
Okay, very good. So if someone wants to volunteer, what do you require for someone to volunteer?
That they would like to give it a shot. And we have a lot of folks that come in and try it, and you could see it in their face as we orient them and think, what in the world did I get into? And then they'll get into it, and after about 15 minutes of it, when you get an early rush, they're a little bit overwhelmed, and they get through that, and then they kind of get to relax, and they sort of like it. And I've had so many of them say, I kind of like that. I'd do it again. I wasn't sure I would. We have most of the groups that serve are from churches and local organizations. We'll have a number of church youth groups that come in, which is fine. Kids from 12 up to 18, and they'll get done. And particularly if it's their first time, say, man, can we come back next week? And I'll say, well, we got to let other people serve. And the youth group leader will go, but it's
very good.
One of the really satisfying parts of being involved in volunteering is to watch the people, the volunteers enjoy it, watch the people enjoy it. The guests leave with a smile on their face. The volunteers get done and they've got this satisfied look, and it's very gratifying. The question was not all that. The question was, what do I need to do if I'm going to volunteer? Give us a call at our number. We're on Facebook under 724 Ministries in Walker House. We're on a website, 724ministries.org. You can go to the website. You can see what we do and how it works. Call the phone number on there, and we will get you lined up to volunteer. If you've never done that, try it with us. Try it with someone in your community. I think you'll be very surprised at how satisfying it is for you.
Ed, we're just going to leave it on that note. No one can say it better than you did.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ed. And thank you all so much for being here on this segment of GiveSI. We're looking for all the people to come out in our community and support all these wonderful charities. So go to givesi.org. Thank you so much.
GiveSI is made possible by Oasis. We More Better. Video services provided by ManVoice. Additional funding for GiveSI is made possible by these sponsors.